Blog Talk Radio.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your move.
Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to the Pajama Party. Welcome to the Friday night adult late night talk show. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
And this is what we do. And like I always say, they both work for me.
Whatever. In your dreams.
Anyway,
don't you wish.
we're doing a pre-recorded show tonight, so please no calls, no call in. We're doing a commercial-free show that's live on the night we're recording it, but it'll be aired on a Friday night, our regular night of recording, and there'll be no calls. So catch us up the following week. But this week we have things to do. I think Redwine is going to, she's muff diving somewhere, and I think Ketel somewhere.
Really, Papa?
Ketel somewhere collecting bull sperm.
Is that what I'm doing?
So we'll be back the final Friday to get things together.
Jet skiing, if you must know.
Oh, you met that white guy. Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, jet skiing. Ketel, you want to give us a rundown for the night?
Sure
please?
thing.
All right.
How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, I'm good.
I'm doing pretty good myself.
People trying to ruin my reputation.
And
watch out for jet skiing.
We have a special guest tonight in our studio.
Yes. Yes, we have Lena Chanel in.
Lena Chanel.
All the way from L.A.
She's the one that does our theme song, the Pajama Party theme song. Does a great job at it. Been doing it for years. And we are delighted, friend of the show, and we are going to really enjoy this particular interview. But Ketel, getting back to you, what we got on up tonight?
Hot topics. We're going to make it short and sweet tonight. Team scrambles for inaugural performers. The latest cabinet picks, the Trump latest picks. I'm just saying with Redwine, don't call me a diva. Living for the city with Poppa DD's Trump's inexperienced cabinet. My Hollywood wrap-up. I got quite a bit with the Kardashians and more. Exclusive interview with singer-songwriter Lena Chanel. Our Kiss It list and the last word. So we're going to sit back and relax, and we sipping on our favorite cocktail. We're going to keep it rolling. All right, so we're going to move right into the hot topics? Yes, we are.
Yes.
Okay, so our first hot topic tonight is about the Trump team is scrambling trying to get their inaugural performers together. Really? Apparently, they're having a problem getting people that are willing to perform at the inaugural, at least A-list people.
Really?
Yeah. They can't get no B-list people? Well, I guess they haven't asked to be in the C-list. They're trying to get A-list folks. And a lot of the A-list performers are saying, I'm going to pass on that.
Any examples of who the A-list people they talked to?
Well, I know they had asked Elton John, and he said, no, thank you. Interesting. And it was, Elton passed on that. Ooh. And I think, I'm not sure if Katy Perry was asked, but she passed.
She's an avid
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot of different, I don't know for sure that they asked her, but that was an example of some of the A-list
Katy
people.
Perry because she has a hell of a rack on her. Anyway.
Is that what it is? Anyway.
Yeah, she's
I mean, of course, the Trump camp is not confirming that they're having any difficulty.
Yeah.
According to them, they're saying they're not having any problems, that they're going to have a beautiful, unified event, and it will be in accordance with all the rules and procedures, etc. However, an insider, you always got an insider that will tell you what's really going on. Right. An insider is saying, they're having a problem. And they're saying that the inside scoop is that the Trump camp is willing to pay these folks whatever their price is. They're saying, look, name your price. You want an appointment? To the cap, to what? What you want? I can't sing a lick, but shit, I get up there and do something. You gonna get up there and sing the anthem and mess up the words and all that stuff? I sure am.
They might have to go to the grave and dig up Johnny Cash or something.
Oh boy, man, they're having a hard time. And they're saying that, look, we will pay the price.
Wow.
And some people are saying, look, I don't care if you offer me $1 billion. I don't want your money, and I don't want to do it.
They don't want to be linked to it.
I think it's about reputation now.
Exactly. And I think you just said it, Papa. They don't want to be linked to it.
Yeah.
So you know, I mean, when you look back historically, to my knowledge, they haven't had any problems. But for some reason, for this inaugural, people are backing away.
I don't blame them.
So we'll see what happens, you know, who they end up getting to do the inaugural entertainment.
They can't get your boy Bruno Mars or something.
Bruno is not even entertaining.
He's not about that,
No, indeed. I think he's doing, what is he doing, the MGM?
The MGM
Grand Ole?
Oh, yeah. We're going to get in. I'm going to get into that a little bit later on. That's a spectacular establishment. But yeah. The tickets are sold out, I'm quite sure. They went on sale a couple of days ago, sold out. So,
yeah.
It is what it is. Okay.
I mean, they're so desperate, it looks like they might be trying to pay the talent recruiters to get people to do this inaugural stuff.
Wow.
I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that because now I'm curious to see who signed on.
I bet they're going to get some country singers. They're going to come out the woodwork and some more stuff. That's all they're going to be able to get, some country singers.
Well, we'll see how many so-called A-list entertainers they get.
Okay.
I know that they won't have Beyonce. That's a fact.
Nope, won't happen.
So that's all on that one.
Okay. What you got over there, Papa?
We have the latest cabinet picks.
Oh, it's been some more this week.
Interesting.
Okay. Donald Trump is choosing his cabinet. His latest cabinet pick by the New York Times update, which is dated for today. President-elect Donald Trump. Oh, I don't even know how that even sounds. Boy, me being from Philadelphia, I knew Donald Trump back during the days when he had casinos in Atlantic City. Atlantic City, as we called it in Philadelphia, was called Chicken Bone Beach because most black folks took their fried chicken out to Atlantic City. And they couldn't afford to go into the casinos, so they have Chicken Bone Beach and leave their bones on the beach. And Donald Trump was running the hotels. That's all we knew of Donald Trump. But now to be president, damn.
Oh, no.
Anyway, President-elect Donald Trump is making cabinet selections at a rapid clip. This week he chose Scott Prudy to lead the Environmental Protection Agency. Okay, now if you look back a little bit, George Bush chose Christy Whitman, who was the governor of New Jersey, to be the Environmental Protection Agency. I think in order to be an Environmental Protection Agency secretary, all you need is a good nose, I guess, to be able to smell shit. But he picked her. What happened with Christy Whitman, who was the Environmental Protection Agency person, 9/11 went down when George Bush was in office, and she claimed that the air was good in the 9/11 area, and it wasn't. Really? She went out there and sniffed. She said, yeah, it's good, and it wasn't. And firemen would continue to die because of the lung infection.
But that's not how you determine
the
quality of the air.
That's how she did it. She went there and she sniffed, and it didn't work. But as you can see, like I said, these people, you know, the sad part it gets me is that people go to school to get degrees for these particular crafts and for these particular talents, and these people being picked out of nowhere. Also, General John F. Kelly as the Homeland Security. Well, thank goodness you didn't pick our boy from Milwaukee, Sheriff Clark.
Oh, yeah.
Sheriff Clark was
really?
that black Uncle Tom gentleman who swears he's white.
I don't know what his problem
is.
He's
a mess. He's a mess. His name is Sheriff Clark from Milwaukee. He walks around with a big old cowboy hat like he's white as snow and he's black as molasses. Anyway, he introduced his defense secretary pick was for General James N. Mattis and also Linda McMahon. If you notice the name McMahon is the guy that the older gentleman that got big old arms and stuff. He runs the what's it called, the WWF?
WWE.
Oh, WWE, the wrestling?
WWE. Yeah, he's co-founder.
Wait a minute. Hold it.
Go ahead.
Wait a minute.
Hold it. So he selected what is she, the wife?
Ex-wife
of the guy who was running the
founder
WWE
of the WWE,
wrestling?
McMahon,
Yep.
the one with
to be in charge of what?
She is the secretary of Small Businesses Association.
Interesting.
So anything, if you put together a small business.
Does she have a background?
She's got nothing. She's got a husband who ran WWE.
Oh, my God.
He has moolah.
Donald Trump is good friends. He's a billionaire.
Money, dinero.
In fact, she needs to go to beauty salon because her hair is like crap today on TV when I saw her.
Is he just giving appointments to people that either he owes a favor to or that were loyal to him?
He has over 1,200 jobs he needs to fill.
Yeah.
And he's picking people at
it's
random.
More than that. It was like a total of 4,000.
Well, most of the
some of them he's filled, but it hasn't been many.
But the 1,200 are the ones that are secretaries, that are big bosses. Then it goes down.
Oh, okay.
That's why he's picking them first. So anyway, Linda McMahon, she's the co-founder of WWE. She helped her husband find that. You wouldn't know because he's all over the place with that.
And she's going to run the
She's
Small
the secretary of Small Business Administration, okay? And also, just so you know,
we can kiss that agent.
Donald Trump made Time Magazine as being Person of the Year. So.
Oh my God!
I knew that. With his
what?
Probably blue suit and red ass damn tie.
Yeah, them
the same tired suit
and his yellow hair.
But wait, did you see that picture? I think it was last week. I think he was coming off of a plane, and the tie had blown back, and there was a piece of Scotch tape holding, I guess, the skinny part of the tie.
Really?
Connecting it to the wide part of the tie. He had a piece of little Scotch tape holding it together.
Are you serious?
And there were news stories all over the place talking about Scotch tape holding Mr. Trump's tie. President-elect Scotch tape holding the tie. It was like, really? Now, you manufacture, allegedly, fashion and clothing and etc. Why do you have a piece of Scotch tape on the back of your tie?
Something wrong up here.
See, it does make you wonder.
It's a couple of
why do you have Scotch tape on your tie?
The elevator does not go completely up.
Yeah, I think he's a few bales short.
Yeah. Need to
tighten up. What is that?
Need to tighten up some things up in there.
Something is definitely not right.
Ooh, boy. Okay, special. You're making all this kind of money, but you got Scotch tape holding the damn tie.
Scotch tape holding the back of your tie to the front of your tie.
And I guess that went viral, huh?
It did. It was every news media picked it up. And I thought, really, this is making news, Scotch tape on a tie?
Really?
But I guess because he's the president-elect, it makes the news.
I guess so.
What are you going to do?
I guess enough on him. You got anything more for us, Papa?
No, that's about it.
Okay, that's it. Cut dry. Doop.
That's enough of him.
We're going to keep it moving. What you got over there, Redwine?
Oh, me? Oh, okay.
Oh, you. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. Oh, I do have something tonight that I want to. Yeah, I do have something I want to talk about. I'm ready.
And what's your segment called?
I'm just saying.
Okay, tell us about it.
Okay, so
come on with it.
I had a conversation earlier today. We were talking about this whole thing about being a diva. So my topic tonight is don't call me a diva. Don't call me a diva.
All right now.
So why is it that when women have a problem with something and they have to go off on somebody, or get upset with somebody, and you have to, as some people call it, you got to read somebody or tell somebody or give them a piece of your mind or whatever. Why do people have to call this woman difficult or call her a diva or any other negative name? What is that about? But yet, flip the script. If a man has a problem with something and he goes off on somebody, they just say, well, he was handling his business. He was taking care of, whatever he had to do. That's a double standard, and that's not right, and it's not cool. The woman's not trying to be a diva. She's just trying to handle her business. Everybody has business. So if something's not right, you need to be able to speak out and say what the problem is. It shouldn't matter whether you're male or female. So I'm just saying, don't call me a diva if I have to tell you that your stuff is whack. It doesn't make me a diva. It just makes me a person with a voice and an opinion. Okay? So men are expected to speak up if there's a problem, right? If there's a problem or an injustice. But when women do it, why do we get labeled? Just asking. I'm just raising it, just to heighten our awareness and to give us something to think about. But I'm just saying it's a double standard all day long. So if a woman voices her opinion about what she expected to receive about a product or a service, and if it's not right, why isn't she expected to voice her opinion and say, that she thought that there was a problem? Why does she have to be labeled as a diva or as being difficult or whatever else you want to call it? But if it was a man, nobody thinks twice about that. And I'm just saying that stuff's not right. Don't call me a diva just because I'm saying that, something's not right. If it's not right, I'm going to call it out. And it doesn't make me difficult. It just makes me a person who calls it like I see it. So don't get it twisted. Just keep in mind that if a woman has an opinion and she has the boldness to speak up and say what's on her mind, it does not make her a diva. It just makes her a woman with an opinion. It's that simple. And she's entitled to have one, just like everybody's entitled to have an opinion. It doesn't make her a diva. So let's stop with the name calling and the labeling. She's not being a diva. She's just being a person with an opinion. If your stuff is whack, your stuff is whack. If a woman calls you out on it, then you just consider yourself, you just got called out. That's all. Point blank, period, the end. Don't call her a diva. Just call her a woman who just called you out. That's all it is. And that's all I'm saying. This is Redwine, and I'm just saying, don't call me a diva. Just call me a woman with an opinion. That's all.
All right, then.
Thank you.
Redwine, I'm like it is.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have to be a diva just because I had to call you out, tell you your crap is whack.
So what I understand, diva is not a good thing anymore? Is that like a diss? Is that...
Well, diva used to be a positive thing, but people have turned it into a negative thing. And now it's like you're considered a diva if you speak up as a woman.
So if you're a diva nowadays, you're what, a heifer? You're a...
No, they consider you to be difficult to work with or troublesome or complaining and all that. And the problem is, it's not that you're being difficult. It's just because you spoke up. But when a man speaks up, they don't say, oh, he's being whatever the male equivalent of a diva is.
How would you say that in relative to somebody like Mariah Carey?
Oh, Mariah's a diva.
Oh. Oh. So now you know, Redwine, that took your whole paragraph and you might as well urinate on it.
No, let me just say this. There are some divas out there.
But Mariah Carey is...
No, because you do have some women that are difficult to work with. And those women are divas. But I'm saying you can't call every woman who speaks up a diva. Because that's not what the qualification of a diva is.
But Mariah Carey is what?
Oh, Mariah's a diva. Mariah has to have a room full of flowers, a certain color, and a certain
about her
this
breasts,
and that.
Her breasts are
oh, well, she's obsessed with her breasts, but that's a whole other thing. But I'm just saying, when you have certain writers, when you go to perform, your hotel room has to be a certain way. The furniture has to be facing due
cognac, honey.
And all of the fruit has to be fresh. And I don't want any apples in the room. They have to be grapes and kiwi only. And all the servants and attendants have to be wearing a certain color because otherwise it's a problem. You're a diva. If you have all those kind of requirements.
Just like that?
Some people have that kind of stuff going on. They will rent the whole floor of a hotel and say, I need the following things, otherwise I can't perform.
Is that why you think the breakup with her and the boyfriend?
That could very well be.
She just had too much going on.
She might have had a rider with her husband and said, this is what I need you to do. I need you to bow down. I need you to compliment
all of that
every 15 minutes on the hour. I need you to tell me that I'm a bad sister and I'm beautiful and there is none like me. I need you to kiss my hand every time I walk in the room. I need you to whistle at me. I need, I don't know.
Right.
I'm not saying she did all that. I'm just saying people who have those kind of requirements, you're a diva.
Right, man.
It used to be, like you said, Papa, it was a time when being called a diva was a good thing. Not anymore.
Well, let me reference one more person. What about Redwine of the Pajama Party? What about her?
Oh, no, Redwine is, see, you trying to make me speak in the third person. I don't do that. I am not a diva.
Just answer the question.
I'm not a diva.
Now, Redwine is sleeping with French guys all the time, so she's got.
Well, both water you too. But I'm just saying.
What about when Redwine first met the French guy and she had French peni all up in her?
Pierre has nothing to do with this.
Well, Pierre
so do not drag him into this conversation.
How do we get on Redwine too?
Because I remember when she first met Pierre.
Because he's trying to divert the conversation.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about what makes a person a diva.
All right.
And that's why I'm putting Poppa DD on the kiss it list.
Well, we get ready to flow into Poppa DD's segment. Living for the City with Poppa DD. What you got for us tonight?
You know what I got tonight?
Put him on the kiss it list.
Yeah, since we're trying to the next half hour is going to be on Lena Chanel.
Right.
She's our guest host here, so
live in the studio.
She sure is.
Right.
Hey, all right now.
But the one thing I want to focus on right now is the blindness of people. You know, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how versed you are, or how black you are, what have you. If you're not looking at Trump's selections of all white male with a little bit of white female, a little Spanish, whatever, but no blacks at all. Well, we got Ben Carson, but the jury's still out on him on what he really is.
And he doesn't count.
Anyway, this man is picking white millionaires, okay? Now, no disrespect to a millionaire. If that's what you are, that's what you are, because it's what it is. But you're picking all your friends and all your buddies. I mean, you know, you're going to your neighborhood, the basketball court, every place you've been in your upbringing, the people that got you rich, people y'all got each other rich, and you act like you owe all these people favors, you know. The one thing my segment is built on inexperience. The one thing all these rich men of non-color is going to realize that this world is browner than they think it is. This world is brown as hell, okay? It is brown completely from top to bottom. Spanish people and people of a brown persuasion are fucking like crazy. They're making babies every day. And the ones where, as the saying goes, a hand that rocks the cradle is a hand that rules the world. These people making babies like crazy. Their population is so dominant in the world that you have to listen to them because they're the next generation of growth, popularity, things of this nature. And all these inexperienced rich people, billionaires, over 70 years old, this is a dying breed. And it's so interesting how Trump doesn't even care because he has such an obligation of winning the election and an obligation of getting people jobs that he made promises to, that the whole black persuasion doesn't even come into play. And it's so interesting that that we're going to learn the hard way that if you don't go versatile in your choices or on people you choose, it's going to be interesting. And then we have
And then you have
Redwine's over here. She's making me nervous. Anyway.
Why, she's too close to you?
Yeah, she's too close to me.
Watch out now.
Don't get nervous
I have
now.
what's called Redwine-itis.
Don't get nervous now.
No, but what I'm saying
I'm
is that
watching you, brother man.
this is a wait-and-see particular situation. And we have to understand that we got to wait and see what's happening with this whole thing. But bringing a bunch of rich, inexperienced people is only going to bring disarray because we don't know if they get along or not.
Right.
And we have to wait and see what's going to go on because I am so, I don't know, I'm afraid. I'm completely afraid.
You're completely afraid?
I'm completely afraid.
I've heard that before. Is that in a movie or something? I'm completely afraid.
Be very afraid.
What movie was that? I forgot.
I forgot now too. But no, I agree with you.
I know.
Go ahead.
Let's go in with a sheer open mind to know that we have to, he's the president, so we have to abide by what he's saying and what he's doing, but right now we're between a rock and a hard place. And what gets me too is the millionaires, these billionaires, because these people that are billionaires, they've already got this thing going on. They got their maids, they got their spas, they got their, you know, their little sexual entities, their little flavorful things, the things they like to do, stuff they can pay for, get away with. It's already in place, and now they're going to have their whole cabinet of brand new women. Every secretary can have at least a cabinet of 25 people.
Really?
Bunch of beautiful blondes, as they call them.
Mhm.
It's just going to be a mess.
Oh, I need to apply.
I just think that the Capitol, between the White House and the Capitol, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be
It's going to be interesting.
a sensuous
It really
explosion
is.
because everybody going to be doing their thing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I not to piggyback, but just to talk
Please
about
do.
Trump again. I heard on the radio somebody finally said what I've been talking about all along. He's a modern day Hitler. Just the things that he's doing and the gestures he's doing and the his cabinet and everything. It's just a facade. They think it's a bigger picture than him. He's just there to help whoever the next or the biggest thing is to go forward. And I'm like, that's scary. That's not good. That's just scary. But I guess we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of references to that.
Yeah. And that's been lately, within the last couple of days. I just heard Hitler, and I'm like, ooh, scary.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to, just stay up on that and just see how that goes. Unless we just all get passports and move to Canada.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not letting anybody run me away from my country.
But they say there's been an influx of people buying getting passports to go to Canada and stuff. Yeah.
Well, Canada did say that they would open their doors and welcome anybody that wanted to relocate.
Interesting.
But you know what? See, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in America. Mm-hmm. I am an American citizen. Mm-hmm. Regardless who is president, right. I'm still an American citizen.
Right.
And I'm not going to let anybody run me away from what is rightfully mine.
I know. Right.
Or from my country or the country of my birth. So that's how I feel about it.
Okay. All right. We're going to see what's going on.
I thought about it, though, for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I said, if he wins, I might have to consider Ottawa or Toronto.
You got your passport?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? I might have to roll up out of here, but
is it still valid?
It's still valid.
Okay. All right.
It is still valid.
All right, now.
I'm good until like the middle of next year, I think.
Right. Okay, then. All right, we're going to keep it moving. Don't forget, on the next half hour, we got Lena Chanel. She is the one from the DMV, but she lives in L.A. now. She
the songbird.
Yeah, she sang our theme song. So she is here live, and I guess we better get an interview with her ASAP.
Yeah, while you can catch her.
Yeah, but he's on the way up. I know that's right.
And we need to talk about that first song that she done that I had on my phone, and I hope that she gets that back into her entourage music. She knows what I'm talking about.
Oh boy, we get ready to get into the next half hour, but can I get my Hollywood rapper?
Yeah, go and do your thing.
Okay, let me do my thing. You sure? You sure, Bob?
You know what? You know what? I'm getting beat up.
All right, what's happening in Hollywood, Kevin?
I'm going to keep it short and sweet. The Kardashians, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, are 100% together. No split rumors. Stop talking the split thing. It ain't going to happen.
Who is this that's not splitting?
Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. They ain't doing it.
I didn't hear they were splitting anyway.
It's been a tough few months for Kanye West and wife Kim Kardashian West. While some reports are claiming they're headed for divorce. Lie. Kim and Kanye are 100% together. They are like any normal couple, which makes sense, where they do have to work their marriage. Kim and Kanye's marriage is doing fine. Kim and Kanye were on the verge of a split, started popping up when the 39-year-old rapper was hospitalized for 9 days in the UCLA Medical Center. He was, they say he was exhausted from his concerts and stuff like that. Kanye was released just days prior to his son's Saint's first birthday. Named his son Saint, but anyway. Sources now says that he's receiving outpatient care every day, which is good. I think it's safe to say that Kanye won't be actively working for the rest of the year. So that's another, 3 weeks. When doctors tell you to stay home and rest, most people do, but Kanye is different. He's a different beast. That's what they say, which is true.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to take heed to the doctor. Say, lay your ass down, lay down. Anyway, if wifey say lay down, lay down. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You lay down might make some more babies, but anyway.
There you go.
Guess who is back? She is back. Miss Paula Patton. Haven't seen her after more than 2 years. Hiatus. Paula Patton has officially returned to social media.
That's Robin Thicke's wife, ex-wife. Okay.
She has been apologizing. Please forgive me, forgive my long absence, feeling so grateful for every second of this life. If any of you are still out there, thank you, and I am sorry. This is what she tweeted. We all love you. Great to see you back in America. No need to apologize. Sometimes it's best to take out time for self from social media. I agree. Now that she's back in the swing of social media, Patton has been sharing a bunch of Instagram snap photos. The photo rollout includes Patton celebrating her 41st birthday on Monday. Oh, interesting.
So she was out of the country?
No, she just took a break from social media. That's all. Just for 2 years, after her and Kanye.
Okay.
Her and what's his name? Robin Thicke. Put the class down. Robin Thicke. Her and Robin Thicke broke up. She just took a hiatus. She just took a break.
Okay. I thought she was gone somewhere.
No, I haven't even seen her in movies. She's just been chilling.
Okay.
On the Kardashian thing, back on that, Black China may not be allowed to use her future Kardashian name for profit after all. See, that's the key thing.
For profit?
See?
What? Okay, go ahead.
In May, the Rob and China star, who just gave birth to her and Rob Kardashian's first child, filed an application with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office on behalf of her company, Lashed LLC, to trademark what will become her married name, Angela Renee Kardashian. If her request is granted, she would have the sole right to use the name for advertising and entertainment services such as TV, movie, and promotional appearances. So
she wants to trademark her
Kardashian
married name.
Right. My thing is, why make a big deal of it? Just go ahead and get married, have the name, and keep moving from there. But see, she told on herself. She tried to trademark her name before they got married. They're not even married. They have a child together.
Right.
And that's it.
Right, and also the son ain't got nothing going on.
Who, Rob?
Rob is just getting fat as a damn pig. He ain't singing, he ain't dancing, he ain't doing shit.
You know what, honestly, what does Rob do? Does he do anything?
What do any of them do for real?
Rob just goes in Kim's refrigerator and eats her lobster. That's all
my
Rob
God.
does. And he's fat as hell, and he's losing his mind.
But the biggest thing is, let me finish the story.
Her ass. What's her name?
No. The biggest thing is Rob's sisters, Chloe, Courtney, and Kim, they're not cool with that. Because they think that because she's using the Kardashian's name, they don't want her to mess up their entity, what they have going on.
But they do realize that when she marries him, that she will have a legal right to use that name.
If and when she marries him.
Well, yeah.
If and when
they get married.
But see, my biggest thing is she messed up. She went ahead and got it patent, trying to get her name so she can use it for advertising. Before they got married.
Trying to get a trademark?
Yeah.
You said?
She filed an application for the last name, for her name, Kardashian.
For not Black China, but whatever her...
Angela Renee Kardashian.
Angela Renee, okay.
And, why are you going to go ahead and do that before, quote-unquote, before you get married? Stupid.
But why do you need a trademark? Well, anyway, I don't know.
It's about money. I just told you. It's about money. Her thing is she did it the wrong way. Wait till excuse my language, but wait, I don't cuss too much, but wait till your ass get married.
Okay.
Then you use it to your advantage. Don't file the application before you get married. See what I'm saying?
That would make sense.
See what I'm saying? It's stupid.
Sound like she was putting putting a carriage before the How's that go?
I don't know. You know, Papa?
Put the carriage before the horse. The horse before the.
Putting the carriage before the horse.
Put the carriage before the horse. Yeah, that.
But that's my Hollywood wrap up.
All right then. Well, that was good. So yeah, I'm curious to see how that's going to work. Because when you marry somebody, you have a legal right to use that name.
Yeah.
So I don't see why that should be any different than it is.
Ahead of the game, that's all.
Okay.
So we're going to get into our guest, Ms. Lena Chanel.
Yeah, let's talk to Lena Chanel.
Yeah.
What's going up with her? What's going on?
What's that?
All right, Lena in the house.
We're going to play a little cut from Lena Chanel's album or her LP or...
How about our theme song? Can we play our theme song?
Oh, you want to play the theme song?
Yeah, let's go ahead and play the theme song. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's set that up. Now, Lena actually recorded our theme song, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the Pajama Party theme song. So we'll go ahead and play that for you real quick so you can just hear a quick cut of that. But this is Lena Chanel on our theme song. Now, we did this theme song when we first started the Pajama Party show, and that was, what was that? Was it that long?
That was 3 years ago.
Wow, 3 years ago.
So how did you come up with the theme song, Lena Chanel?
So, Redwine came to me and gave me the idea of the show, told me what it was going to be about, told me basically the slogan, like, no clothes allowed, all that good stuff. So I just put together what she gave me and just made it melodic. She basically gave me all the tools.
Wow. Redwine did that?
You're Redwine.
I know she was kidding. Okay.
She reached out to me, so.
That's nice. Okay.
See, Lena Chanel hooked us up.
You need an ego stroke. Okay.
Yeah, about that.
Right. Well,
Can I get some crowd control? Thank you.
But how are you, Lena Chanel?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
No, thanks for being here.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we
out of L.A. First you were M.D., now it's L.A.
Yeah, I went from M.D. to F.L. to L.A.
Oh, yeah. So you were in Florida to do what?
I was in school for audio engineering and music business.
Okay.
After that, that was a whole thing. And then I learned a lot, experienced a lot, decided to move to L.A. To further expand my horizons.
Okay.
You know? I'm a little Rolling Stone over here.
Okay. So how's the transition been?
It's been great. L.A. is just really, it's cliche, but it really is a land of opportunity. You know, like, there's so many things that happen. There's so many events to get involved in. There's so many curators there, so many influencers, so many, just, you can kind of dabble in everything. It's very easy to get connected and kind of make a name for yourself. Well, I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's definitely attainable. So.
Okay. You got to know somebody. Is that how it works?
And once you know that one somebody, it's a ripple effect.
Okay.
It's cool.
Now, I have seen a lot of photos that you posted on Instagram. And what's your Instagram handle?
Lena Chanel. That's my artist name, my government name, what I go by.
Okay, so at Lena Chanel on Instagram. Now, I've seen you doing a lot of different posts and things. Now, are you doing modeling?
I get that a lot. A lot of my fan base, at least on the internet, sees me as like a curator, as a fashion blogger / musician. I like to get into a lot of that. I know I'm not a model, but I am not camera shy either. So, if someone hits me up for a photo shoot or I'm getting sent free clothing or free products or whatever the case may be, I'm always down. I'm always down to do photos. It'll help my website. It'll help my portfolio. I'm always down to just kind of get involved in anything in the arts, whether it's photography or, music or any kind of art. I'm always down. It's just good.
Now, what's the name of the video that you did a video in L.A. for someone?
Oh, yeah, that's funny, I forgot about it. I starred as the leading lady in Elijah Blake's video. This was about a year ago, and he's a Def Jam artist. And that was really cool. His director reached out to me that I had met previously, maybe a few months before that, his director reached out to me, and it went from there. He showed my pictures to the artist. The artist wanted to use me, and it was a whole thing. It was my mother called me randomly, like, I just saw you on VH1, like stuff like that. It's just such a small world, but yeah, I did that. That was cool. That was
it aired on VH1?
Yeah, it was on VH1, VH1 Soul. It was on MTV. It was pretty cool. It was his song, but I was, swagging out as the lead, the only lady in the video. So.
And what was the name of it?
Fading by Elijah Blake.
Fading.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's almost.
I did see that.
Yeah, it's around 1 million views on Vivo and all that. Yeah.
It was. I did see that. I actually liked that one.
Thank you. That was like my first kind of acting role. I had to really portray someone that I'm not, so it was pretty cool.
I particularly thought it was interesting seeing you in one particular scene where you were in looked like a bathtub.
Yeah.
Going down underwater.
That was actually very hard. We had to shoot that scene over and over again because anytime I go under, the water shoots right up your nose, and I was looking crazy. So we had to shoot that scene a couple times. So.
Well, the one that they ended up using looked really good.
It was decent. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I thought, wow, I thought she was a singer, and you also a songwriter, correct?
Yeah, I do songwrite as well. And actually, it's a small world. One of the A&R/songwriters that works with Elijah Blake is one of the A&Rs that I've been in contact with over the last couple of months. So that's actually, it's a small world.
And A&R is?
Basically a representative that works for labels. They try to find new talent. They come out and they book people for shows, and they just basically try to find the best new talent that's out there to represent with, whatever label they represent. So they want to find, say there's an A&R for Epic Records. They're going to come to a show and try to scout you basically and represent you and bring you to the label if it's up to par. So.
Okay. So how difficult is it to really get your music listened to, like on a broader scale?
Oh, it's tough. I'm blessed to have such a following on the internet because if it wasn't for that, I don't really know how I would get people to really listen. But I use my Instagram and my Twitter and my Facebook and things like that as a platform. So whenever I put something new out, not only is it coming out on everything like Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, all that good stuff, but once I post it on Instagram, all my followers are going to be, watching out for that. I have people that have me on request so that when I post something, they get a notification. So whenever I'm about to post something, I put like a day or two before. I do my own promo. I run my own website. I keep all of my online things up to par by myself. I don't have a manager. I pretty much do everything by myself. I book my own shows, all of these things. I record my own music, so all of it is kind of run by me. So I have a lot of creative control, which is cool, but it's tiring.
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds like a lot going on.
And what's your website again? Just in case, who knows, you may get a manager tonight. Who knows?
Yeah, no, my website is my name, LenaChanel.com.
All right.
So.
Okay.
So is that, how does that work exactly? I mean, if you're doing all of that, when do you find time to write and perform?
Just in between. Being an artist is there's a lot of sacrifices that come with it. Like, I would love to work more hours at my actual part-time job that actually pays the bills, but I can't because that takes away from recording or writing or all those things. So it's really a fine line between barely making the bills and having enough time to do everything else that I really want to do. It's really a very hard balance. Some months I just can't. Some months it really does, affect the music. But it's like, it's real life as well. You got to get bills paid. I live in L.A. I live downtown. It's very expensive. So, just things like that, I got to take care of the real life stuff. And it does definitely deteriorate the music sometimes. But for the most part, if it's late, if I'm getting off at 2 a.m., I'm up doing music till 5 a.m. Then I sleep. I don't go to work till like 4. So I basically have an opposite sleep schedule.
4 p.m.
Yeah, 4 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm basically getting off work at 2 a.m. And then I go home and work on music till about 5 a.m. Go to sleep, wake up around noon, and just do it all over again. So.
Right. Okay.
But I guess if that's your passion, it doesn't feel like it's so hard.
Right.
Yeah, what's hard is going to my part-time job. That's what's hard.
Right.
But coming home after work and working on music, that's natural. That's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I work at a bar, so if I leave work after 2 cocktails, I'm getting home lit. Like, all right, I want to work on the song. The juices are flowing. Yeah, I'm ready to just get the creativity out and get it popping.
So you recently did something in ATL. Can you talk about that, or you can't talk about it?
So I can't really talk about that, with the 50-page non-disclosure agreement that I signed. Yeah, I can't talk about that, but I will say that this is probably going to be the biggest opportunity that I've had yet, and it was a blessing to be there. I will say watch out soon, very, very soon. I can't wait to talk about it, but right now I can't.
Can you say which station it was on or anything, or you can't talk about it?
It was MTV.
Okay.
So, yeah, but that's all I can say.
Okay.
Be on the lookout for something on MTV.
Yeah.
Sometime soon.
Sometime soon.
Okay.
But once I can talk about it, trust, I will come to you guys first.
Okay. So we get the exclusive.
Oh.
Yeah. Right. I like that.
Something else. This is Poppa DD. Let me ask you this here. Do you feel as an entertainer that when it comes to your work life as a regular citizen of society, that you never want to let that covet your world too much where it stops you from being a productive artist?
Definitely. And what's cool is that since I work downtown in LA, a lot of, my managers, one is an ex-script writer, one is an actor pursuant, things like that. So a lot of the people that I work with are very, very considerate. Like, if I have a performance or if I really just want the day off to work on something,
they understand where you are.
They're understanding. And it's a great position to be in. But yeah, they're super chill. They always give me time off for whatever the case may be. So
yeah, that's
it's it never really affects it. My job, shout out to them. They're super chill. They're super loving. They're always supportive. I was able to go to Atlanta and take 6 weeks off and still have a job when I got back.
Well, that what you said was very interesting because with most artists, it comes to the point where they feel like that when you're blessed with a certain talent, when it comes to respecting the person that blessed you with the talent, you don't want to cover all the opportunity that he gives you for that. So you can't get blanketed by anything that's normal. You have to stay in that lane of creativity. And that's good. Well, you're on the right track with that. Now, speaking of management, what is your views on a level of management? Do you feel like a manager is necessary? You feel like you want your manager to be super rich and confident and down with what they're doing, where they make sure you get the best out of things, or you don't want anybody that's going to take more than you supposed to get, that's just sitting back watching you perform your butt off, and they're no talented at all, and because this has happened to many people, Temptation,
definitely.
Everybody else.
I think that a manager is definitely something that I could benefit from, and I'm not opposed. I feel like if someone is offering a service that's worth the money, I don't mind paying for it. I don't mind giving the percentage. I don't mind giving you what you're supposed to get if you're actually doing what you're supposed to do. I'm all about it. Like, if that's
if you're worth it.
Yeah, if it's worth it, of course. I don't mind giving you a cut of whatever. But I just haven't come across. I've had plenty of offers, but I've just never found or came across someone that was coming to me with something that could actually benefit me. Because what I've been hearing so far is all the things that I've already been doing for myself. So if someone else is going to come to me with something that I can't do for myself, that's what will spark my interest.
That's a good
Yeah, and you don't have to be rich and famous. You don't have to be, as long as you have connections and you can actually give me what you're offering.
Right.
I'm cool
so
with
they
it.
can get you to the next level.
Yeah, then that's
or the
cool.
next couple of levels.
And you can't be trying to out here manage everybody, because if you're going to be managing me, I need you to be completely committed.
Yeah.
So if you're managing 6 other artists, that's not my kind of thing. I want somebody that's going to be focused on trying to get me where I'm trying to get me.
They're going to be in the Louis Chanel business.
Really,
yeah.
You said that because I just want to tell you that an artist said that in particular, a gentleman named Luther Vandross made the same statement you just made. He said that his team has to be all about him.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they're your team.
Being Luther Vandross, I don't think he had a problem accomplishing that.
Yeah.
But that was his theory altogether.
That's the real thing. It's very important. It's very important.
You have to really, they have to be in your corner. That's good you have that theory. And also keeping in mind when it comes to management, always being aware of the other side, because there's a lot of things that will hinder entertainers, whether it be drugs or otherwise, that will not stop you from getting the other side. Jimi Hendrix, people that faltered early.
Amy Winehouse.
Exactly. That have faltered early. So always keep that in mind. And we hope that you stay conscious of that so we can keep you around for a long time.
Definitely.
Always know there's a lot of things out there. And when you go to different affairs, are you aware of the fact that you are a celebrity in some respect and that you carry yourself accordingly?
Man, I always be chilling.
Well, I mean, don't undercut yourself.
No, I be chilling. Like, I have a very classy/lit demeanor. Like, I would never be somewhere and be that, like, ratchet, I'll turn up, but in a very, like, classy way. Like, I'm known to be that female that has it together but still knows how to have fun. So,
explain us what turn up means?
Like, not afraid to be a life of a party. Like, I'm not afraid, because especially in LA, like, a lot of parties, they're not labeled as kickbacks, but they're kickbacks. Any party you go to is all going to be people sitting around just talking, just networking, and that's how it is. It's not like out here where you go to a party and it's actually a party. It's not like that at all.
Does that bore you at all?
It does. It definitely bores me. I don't even go to them anymore.
I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, no, it bores me.
Honesty.
So, like, I don't really do that anymore. When I first moved there, I had friends that would be like, yeah, come to this, come to that. And I would go, and it was cool, actually, because I did network with a lot of people. But now that I've already done that, I'm not about to be at this random kickback,
like,
you know.
God, that was so boring.
Yeah, so
that's why you call it kickback. I was just going to ask you that question. What is the vibe difference from LA to
Oh yeah, it's so different. Yeah. The DMV in itself is a culture.
Right.
Like, it's not just an area, it's a culture. There's the go-go scene that I kind of like grew up with. There's, just so much urban culture here. In LA, it's just very bubblegum. It's very
it's laid back.
Yeah, it's very laid back. Like, people don't know how to really have a good time. It's all about business. It's because everyone moves to LA for something.
Right.
Everyone moves there to network with somebody or to be in a business position with somebody or to get a modeling contract with somebody. It's all about the business. So when you go to an event, especially the ones that I go to, I don't go to just random parties. I go to actual events where there are important people there.
Right.
So, everyone's there to network. So it's not going to be very fun. Of course there's going to be drinks, there's going to be music, but it's more so.
Do you feel as if you're moving forward?
Yeah, and I feel like it's necessary, because connections are very important. So, and I feel like it's the connections that I made. I've been there almost 2 years now, and I feel like I've made some very important connections. I've had people that's helped me get more followers online, whether it's someone that I shot with that has their own design clothing line or another musician that I work with or anything like that. I just feel like.
And when you say shot with, you mean photo shoots?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or video, anything. I'm all about the creativity. If someone hits me up to do a visual, catalog, anything like that, I'm down. As long as it's.
So a lot of these gigs are not quote unquote paid. It's just like, I'm scratching your back, you scratching mine, per se.
A lot of them, and that's how it is. I have a lot of artistic friends, and one of the things that is hard to do, but you have to, is you kind of have to build yourself up to a certain point where you can start to have a certain rate. But you just got to do the work. Like, you have on the back end, you have to do a lot of favors, and that's just how it is. You can't demand something when you don't have something to prove for it that you earned to be charging this much or, whatever. So, I can't just be out here like, oh, you want to shoot $500. Because why? What can I offer you that you're paying me that much money for? Yet. So
let me ask you this. Are you a diva?
Oh, not at all. I be chilling. Honestly, people tell me all the time that people look at me online and think that I'm going to be completely different than what I am, and they meet me, and they're always like, you're so sweet, you're so down to earth, you're so nice, and I'm like, I really am. Like, I don't know why people think I'm going to be.
I think it's just your look. Your look is just sophisticated. It's very polished.
Where'd you learn all this sweetness and niceness from? Where'd that come
I get it from my mom.
Right then.
No, really. Like, people tell me that all the time. They're always like, you always look like you have it together. You look so polished and like you have a brand. And I honestly am just being myself. So that's awesome that people think that, because I'm just literally doing me. That's like, I really am. Like, I dress how I want to dress. I do my hair how I want to do my hair. I do my makeup. I style my own shoots. I just do me.
Well, let's ask you this question here. How long did it take you in L.A. to realize that you knew the game of L.A.? Did you go there knowing that, or did you pick up pretty quick? And what was it? I don't want to overload you with the long question, but how long did it take you to realize that I know this? Do you feel like, as a natural artist, you feel like it just came on to you naturally?
I still don't feel like I know it yet. I got there, when I moved to LA, I had never been there before. So I literally, my first time there was moving there. I had never been there. I have an older sister that introduced me to a lot of the first people that I met. She's into the acting. So I met she's actually the reason that I ended up meeting the person that booked me for the Elijah Blake video, because she was shooting a scene with the same director that was going to be shooting his music video.
And what's her name?
And her name is Lynette Fischel. Super lit. Y'all got to look out for her.
All right, Lynette
Fichel's out here.
Doing her thing.
We've heard of her.
Yeah, she's another friend of the show.
Yeah, out here.
I've talked to her before.
So yeah, she was definitely a good connect when I first moved there, to be able to, as a sister. She hooked me up with so many people, introduced me to all the best people that she's met out there so far, and eventually I started meeting my own friends. Mm-hmm. When I did my very first performance out there, that's when I really started to meet a lot of cool people. One of the guy that booked me for my very first show was in that Carmen hip opera. He was actually the guy that played Beyonce's boyfriend, but he runs these events at a place called Zen Lounge in Burbank, California. Booked me for my first show. After that, it kind of just went up. I started getting reached out to for all these other shows, and I started to.
So he was kind of like your manager per se, or he was just.
No, he was just a booking person. He found me. I met him there, and then he found me on Instagram. A lot of these things come from Instagram, actually, which is
good.
Cool. But yeah. He found me on Instagram after meeting him, and he was just like, "Yo, you're super dope. I know you said you do music, but I just checked you out. Let's get you on the next performance." Mm-hmm. So that was cool. I performed there twice, actually. Did some shows downtown. Did some shows in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Met a lot of new producers. Went to some cool studios. I actually went to the actual Universal Records. Mm-hmm. I've been in their studio a couple times, which is amazingly beautiful.
So these are just run gigs. They're not paid gigs yet, per se.
Some of them are paid.
Okay.
The one in Zen Lounge is a paid gig. Yeah. So some of them are paid. Not everything is free. Right. But if I'm into it enough, I'll do it. If it's something super whack, but they're offering to pay me, maybe I'll do it. But if it's something whack and they're not even offering no bread or nothing, nah, I'm not doing it.
All right.
But if I'm into it, I'm all about the music. If it's a really dope show and it's not paid, but I feel like I can benefit from the exposure from it, or I can network with some cool people, I'm still about it. Because I'm still upcoming. I'm not going to be bougie. I'm not going to be nah, I'm not doing that unless you're paying me.
Right.
If it's something that I feel can benefit me aside from financially, I'll still do it.
So what about new music? Do you have, I heard your previous music, the EP that you had out on, what was that, on SoundCloud, right?
Yeah, that was a long time ago, the first EP, yeah.
It was a while back. But you have a couple of new things that are out, right?
Yeah, I actually have so much. I'm one of those artists that works on stuff and tries to perfect it, and then I switch up waves, and then I just end up, I have a catalog right now. I was just talking to my producer yesterday. I have 115 songs that we have done and not put out. 115.
Wow. But one thing can we say to you? One thing we can say to you tonight, can you really make us a promise? Please make a promise. Now, we know people like, what's her name?
Chrisette Michelle?
No, not Chrisette Michelle. Lauren.
Lauren Hill.
Lauren Hill. Now, we all know Lauren Hill's story. We're not going to speak on it, God bless her, in her future.
Yeah.
But can you make us a promise that anything that you do, that you will find a perspective of it and bring it in your show, and don't let your own mind control something that your fans may want you to see or do.
And that's a real thing. As an artist, there are going to be fans that love the first things that you do. And as artists, we grow so much that we don't end up even wanting to do the old stuff. But the fans do love the old stuff.
Let me give you one example.
They want to hear it.
Let me give you one example, unless we're going to keep moving. But I just want you to understand, like I said, with Lauren Hill, the perfect example of a person that had Grammys in her hands of an abundancy, but when she went to a concert, was so focused on her new music that she never focused on
and people want to hear those stories.
Right. Let's give one example. Let's give example of a gentleman by the name of Philip Bailey.
Okay.
Let's just analyze how many times he sang the song Reasons of Earth, Wind & Fire. He sang that song a gazillion times. I just want you to promise the Pajama Party show that anything you put out, that you will cater to everybody that knows your music and cater to them on what you have made. And don't think that because your future's growing that people have forgot your past.
Definitely.
Some people may love you from the beginning. Promise that.
No,
Can we have that promise tonight? That you won't take songs that we know are good.
You won't kick them to the curb and say, I'll never do it again.
Oh, this is when I was whatever. Well, we're not this here, so we can't reach too far from what we already have.
Right. Yeah, I feel that.
And please always use Philip Bailey of Earth, Wind & Fire. I'm a big fan of his. has to know that he sings Reasons.
Yeah, I heard you be
every
singing.
Time. Yeah, I sing a little bit. But this is
I heard you be singing that song.
This is your interview, so we'll focus on
Well, let me ask you about this new music now. I came across a song that we got from your catalog called Fall. Now, can you tell me about that song? And I want to play a little bit of it.
Yeah, Fall. So my producer, Marcus Yates, he sent me this beat not too long ago. It's very recent, maybe like 2 months ago. He sent me this beat and it was like, yo, I hear you on this. So I was like, okay, I'm at work. I'll listen to it when I get home. But this was one of those nights at work. Like sometimes when it's been a long day, I worked a double. You know, I was there for 12 hours, barely got a break. So after we close up, all of us at the bar, we may all like maybe take like 2 or 3 shots just so we can go home, relax or whatever. So
oh, really?
I went home after like a couple shots and I heard this beat and I was like, this is incredible. Put on headphones and I just completely freestyled the entire song. So yeah, and I sent it. Yeah, this was the first time I ever did that, and I sent it to him, and he was like, "Yo, don't change nothing. Like this is great." So this Fall song is a whole freestyle.
Okay, well, we're going to play a little bit of Fall.
That's fine.
Take a listen. Okay.
I don't know how you got this.
Yeah, I got it. So this is Fall. Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
We're in the middle of interviewing Lena Chanel, a DMV resident from the beginning who went out to California terrorizing and doing her thing. And she's in the studio tonight. We're blessed to have her.
Yay.
And we're going to get on with the interview that we have going. Redwine, you want to finish up some?
Yeah, so we just heard a little bit of one of her latest projects called Fall. So, Ketel, you had a question about Fall?
Yeah, what is Fall about?
So fall is basically, I actually had to ask myself that because since it was a freestyle, I went back and listened to it like, okay, what actually was I thinking about? Mm-hmm. And it's just basically about a confident woman that is just telling somebody like, when you finally fall for me, it's going to be all over because you're going to fall hard. And that's basically what the song is about. It's like, I'm already falling for you. So once you realize that the same thing is happening on your end, it's going to be a done deal.
Oh, it's going to be a wrap.
Yeah, like once you fall, you're going to be completely like.
That's all, folks.
That's right.
Yeah,
I like that.
And I feel like every confident woman has experienced that, like knowing that once this person falls, there ain't no coming back from it. So.
Okay.
I like that. Okay, well, we had one other song that I wanted to get to, a song called If. Now, can you tell us about If before I play it?
So If is another, I guess I just went on a confident woman wave.
Okay.
After my last breakup, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
No, but If is basically, it's short for If I Had My Way. But basically, If is basically saying, because you know how a lot of times women don't really have the power and the control in a relationship. It's kind of always compromised or more so the men, you know. So I feel like If I Had My Way is basically a song about if you just let me run things, if you just let me do everything how I want to do it my way, everything will go amazing. And that's it. So it's basically if I had my way, everything would be how it should be.
I like it.
Okay, well let's listen to a little bit of If.
Yeah, this song is very interesting. It's in a 6/4 time signature, so it's on a different kind of bounce. And I'm all for the whole left field kind of beats. You already know me, so
okay.
yeah. But let's get through this intro.
All right, well,
it's a long intro.
Okay, well this is Lena Chanel with If.
Welcome back to the Drum Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine. And we're here with the great Lena Chanel. And we're getting her early in her career. We're getting her early in her career. And hopefully when she becomes a big, big, big star, she'll come back and visit our little show.
We're going to have to wrap this interview up, but we really appreciate her time.
But one more song, I want to play a song that I hope that you would continue to do. And
I don't know what you're about to play. I'm sure I'm not going to be happy.
This particular song here.
He found a throwback.
Do you remember this song?
Oh, my. Can we use it?
This song is called A Reason Why.
I was 14.
You were 14 years old.
I was 14. Oh, my God.
I remember hearing that song.
I don't know where you dig that up from.
That's all right.
And that was for what? The Reason Why?
The Reason Why. Now, there's a breakdown of this song that is fantastic. Right here.
All right, let's cut. All right. This is real. That is very embarrassing. I don't know where Poppa DD got that.
We don't want you to be embarrassed about greatness. And please don't do that.
Yes,
because you know what? Money is money. Music is money. And what people like is what they like. So please, 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 don't keep looking over into the river and look at the gloss of the sun that comes down on the river to see how beautiful it is.
Okay.
Don't keep looking forward.
Okay.
Don't keep looking forward.
Very
Sometimes
nice.
the sun sets real beautiful on the river, so you can see the light of it. Don't keep reaching forward. Find out what you can pocket at that time. This song, the reason why you do that song brilliantly.
Somebody needs to delete that off.
It doesn't matter who did it. And sometimes even you may say, I may not do it because it's not mine or whatever.
Yeah.
But always remember, you can make $6 million off it, get sued for $2 million, and put $4 million in your pocket.
All right then.
Okay?
Yeah.
So don't worry about who owns
We've
it.
enjoyed this interview.
But I want to ask one last question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
When are you going to do a remix of our theme song? That's what we're waiting for.
You know?
We need an updated version.
Yeah, might as well make that a song as well.
It's 3 years old, so we need an updated version.
When is the anniversary? The next one?
August.
It's not
July.
June.
Yeah,
Get it right now.
Yeah, we came in June.
Okay, how about
let's work on that.
How about we do a new theme song?
Okay.
Okay.
The New Year's get ready to come
And
up.
that's real.
So
You're not
I love our theme song.
You're not just blowing smoke.
You think we can get one in the New Year?
No.
Okay. All right.
Well, we don't have a Kiss It list tonight because we're doing an abbreviated show because of our special exclusive interview
I know that.
with Lena Chanel.
Yes.
And we're so blessed to have you.
Check her out on
We're so blessed to have you.
LenaChanel.com. Is that the website?
It is, yes.
And
LenaChanel.com, Instagram, Twitter @ Lena Chanel, SoundCloud / Lena Chanel, iTunes Lena Chanel, Spotify title Lena Chanel.
All right.
just look up on Google or something, Lena
Yeah,
Chanel.
you're there.
Yeah.
I look it up.
Come up.
You'll see videos.
I just want to get
I go to my
autographs. That's
job,
all I
brag
want.
about
You
you.
got a whole theme song. You already know we there.
All right, then.
Okay, well, we're going to have to shut it down for this Friday night edition of the Pajama Party.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Ketel, last words?
My last.
Oh, I'm sorry. You go last.
Yeah,
You're first. Let me go in order.
You know, I just like to say to Lena Chanel, I appreciate you.
Oh, I appreciate
I
y'all.
adore you as a person, and I've been following your music. The reason why you had to put in your entourage music, and please don't forget your music. Remember Lauryn Hill, you know, all those beautiful songs. She had a handful of Grammys and went to concert and didn't sing none of those songs. And where is she today? We don't even know. We have to do songs. You don't know who likes your music, but you got to give a little bit to everybody all the time. And that's one thing about being a singer. Redundancy is what it's about. Sing it, sing it, sing it. The reason why I need to hear it. It sanctifies me. It fills my soul. God bless you.
That's beautiful.
My last
Thank
word,
you.
this is Redwine, and I just want to say again, thanks to Lena Chanel for joining us, and other folks who came through our studio audience tonight. We
All right.
shout out to Lynette Shell.
Shout out.
And who else? Leona Rochelle had a birthday this week. Shout out to
Yeah.
her. Shout out to Kendrick.
Kendrick.
So we appreciate everybody chilling with us tonight. And please check out Lena Chanel. Visit apajamaparty.com for previous editions of the show. And Ketel, what's your last word?
Thanks to our old listeners, new listeners, and future listeners. Shout out to our parent company, DC Homegrown, that keeps the lights on. And a shout out to LA and a shout out to the MD.
All right.
So, we appreciate Lena Chanel coming into the studio live. Live.
All
You guys
the way live.
keep up with Lena Chanel on everything that she got.
That's right.
Twitter,
That's
Snapchat,
right.
Facebook,
The reason
everything.
why.
Instagram, all that stuff.
Girlfriend do get ready to blow up. She's there already. She don't know it, but she's there. Also, check her out on VH1 series. We don't know the name. MTV. I'm sorry, my bad.
That's coming up on MTV, right?
Yeah.
So, be on the lookout for that. And as soon as we find out, we will let you know.
I know that's right.
So we're going to check it
Exclusively.
out.
All
We
right.
got the exclusive.
Okay.
You heard it. We got a witness.
All right, then.
So we're going to check out.
And our new song for next year,
New song
exclusively.
coming this summer.
Okay.
Theme song.
Okay.
So we're going to check it out, and we're going to say good night. Thanks for hanging with us.
I love you guys.
Peace.
All right.
Thank you. We love you, too.
All right.
And we will see you next Friday on the Pajama Party Show.
All right, now.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Good summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. This summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. This summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.